Alright, what is going on, my friends? It is Alex here, and now I want to show you the custom classes that I use for Black Ops 2 as it stands right now. And these are mostly going to be like early unlocks in each tier, just because it's so early on in the game, and I kind of want to give you a couple of classes you can use pretty much right off the bat, so you can try and level them up and get attachments for them and stuff. But the first one here is going to be the sniper rifle, and it's the DSR 50. And on it I use the ballistic CPU and the full metal jacket, and I found that to be a really good setup for those one-shot kills. And my secondary weapon is the B23R, which is kind of like a raffica type weapon, and it's 3 burst, and I use extended clip on it just because it burns through a lot of ammo real quick. And my perks are lightweight, toughness, and dexterity, and you can kind of switch up lightweight with the flak jacket if you want. I think I actually have flak jacket on the one on screen, to be honest. And I have the grenade and the concussion, and the concussions are really good in this game, so I recommend you use those. And my second class here is going to be the msmc with the laser sight and the foregrip and the raffica once again. And the perks are pretty much all the same, and these are mainly what I use for most classes. Of course, toughness not to flinch, and dexterity, so you can pull your gun up really fast after you have sprint and stuff, and lightweight to stay kind of mobile. And these are actually the starting perks, but nevertheless they are really good. And with this msmc class I mainly go for hip fires, that is what I got the laser sight for. And this one is a beast. You can actually take people out at quite long range when you aim down sight as well, and up close it's just deadly when you mainly go for hip fire. So this is a really good class, and here I got 1 grenade and 2 stuns in comparison to the other one. So I don't have any attachment on my raffica because I've used all my 10 points. Okay, so the next class here is going to be the mtar, and on it I got the foregrip and suppressor. And this one is really good for just kind of medium range, and where you want to stay kind of hidden, you know. And it's really like the tar with the silencer from MW2, to be honest. And my secondary is once again the raffica with the extended mags. And hardline, I don't really know if hardline is the best perk to use, at least for TDM, but for something like domination I think it's pretty good for getting those score streaks earlier. And again, toughness and dexterity, just so that I can stay mobile and not flinch, which is really important to me. And flinching is something that have always annoyed me in Call of Duty. So, and here again you can see I've swapped up 1 concussion grenade for the extended mags on my raffica. Okay, so for the last class here I've got the Type 25, and this is pretty much my try-hard class alongside the mtar. And on my Type 25 I got the target finder and foregrip, and again raffica is my secondary. But this class is actually really good for medium to long range, just because the target finder helps you see the targets that's inside of your vision, and but it kind of gives you a little bit of tunnel vision, but it's pretty much like marksman from MW3, so I find that to be really useful, at least at medium to long range, just so that I can see those targets more clearly, and obviously the foregrip for less recoil. And on this one I've got the flak jacket as my first perk, and that is pretty much for a little bit more survivability, and not being so vulnerable for grenades and other enemy equipment. So this is kind of like for going on streaks and stuff. And I got toughness again, not to flinch because I hate that, and dexterity, so that if I ever get caught off guard sprinting, I can pretty much just pull my gun up and drop shot people and stuff. So that is really useful. And I've just got a regular grenade and 1 concussion, so that I can have extended mags on my burst pistol. And that is pretty much gonna wrap up my classes. So hope you guys can use some of these and pwn people. So good luck, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.